starting the live stream. So we're also on, we are streaming on different platforms. But before I officially go ahead, I would like to meet every one of you in the chat box. I have amazing guests who will be coming in the house today. Um, we have Mr. Joseph, who will be joining us. He's resident in the UAE here, not just in the UAE as well. Um, for those of you who are here, we also have our one and only Dr. Stephen Akintayo, our chairman, who will also be joining us this evening. So welcome everyone. So kindly drop your name and where you're watching from in the chat box. So welcome everyone. Please invite your friends, invite your loved ones. Okay, for those of you who are here, some of you might be into real estate as well. I also need to let you know that for those of you, like I can see someone who said is a real realtor. Okay, for those of you who are ready to be a part and sell for us, we also give commission for those who sell for us as well. So very soon we're going to be having Mr. Joseph Emmanuel, and I want the moderator today to kindly bring him up once he comes in. I'll take a little bit more of question and answer today. I'm going to use a little bit of my slide, but not so much of my slide. That way you'll be able to really understand and enjoy the session much better. So you understand why the UAE, why the UAE. And a lot of Africans also have been, some African countries have been banned from coming into the UAE, but those who know how to go about it, of course, by investing with our partners, and they have a very good track record, and we'll be hearing so much about them today in the house. So the link has been dropped in the chat box. Kindly help us copy the link to invite your friends, let them be a part of the session today. So my name is Realtor Ola Alabala from Ojudubega. Good to have you, our realtor. Thank you for joining. So Mr. Joseph Emmanuel is in the house. You can promote him to the panelists. Mr. Ayinke or Mrs. Ayinke Domi from UK. Good to have you, Madam Daniel from Dubai. Good to have you here. My name is Mentor Oriere. I'm joining from Abuja. Good to have you, Mentor Oriere. Thank you for joining as well. For everyone joining and every other person who will join very soon, thank you so much for being a part of the live show tonight. So my name is BC Akintayo. I am the CEO of GTech Suite, which is a subsidiary of GTech Holdings. I'm going to share my screen a little bit while Mr. Joseph is being promoted to the panel. Okay. So GTech Suite actually is a luxury leasing brokerage and facility management company. So we offer luxurious apartments. In terms of short stays, sales, purchase, and management of houses in prime location. And we actually operate both in Lagos and in Dubai. For those of you who are watching, you can actually get to know more about us as the meeting actually progresses. Okay, so for those of you who are joining, do not forget to share this link with as many people as possible so that we can have more people join us this evening. I'll just be picking one or two things while we wait for Mr. Joseph. But remember, the reason we are having this meeting is to show you the abundance, the different investment opportunities. Now, one of the things that our chairman used to say is that, and which some of you might be familiar with this popular quote, if you don't work now, that you have the strength, you have the energy, guess what will happen? In a couple of years, when you are old and stricken in age, you might not be able to work. So work now while your mates are sleeping so that you can enjoy what your mates are not enjoying. So for those of you watching this right now, the reason it is good for you to invest early enough is for you to ensure that you are building up wealth, not just for yourself, but for your generations to come. And one of the beautiful things about investments, investing in properties or putting investment for your generations to come is that investing in properties has never, ever declined in prime location. Now, in prime location, yes, Jamie, Mr. Joseph Emmanuel, when you are investing, it has to do with prime location, not just say that, oh, I want to invest, I want to go invest in my village. So it's about looking at the economic growth of that particular location you're investing. Now, Dubai for me is a country that has been projected in a couple of years. I think about 9 years now. In about 9 years' time, Dubai economy is going to double its size, and a lot of projects that you see that is coming up that will be delivered maybe next year. Guess what? By next 2 years, um, those projects they've increased in their prices. So if an economy is consistently growing, that's to tell you that investors will definitely want to continue to come in and also come to invest in such a place because they are assured of their returns. And if you are a bit bothered about inflation, one of the things I've discovered about investing in this country is that their properties are not affected by inflation. Rather than it being affected, what happens is that your investment grows higher. You get to double your income. I mean, your investment. So, what is our vision? Is to be the premier choice of individuals seeking luxury homes and property owners looking for professionals, trustworthy and efficient listing, brokering, and facility management services, both in Nigeria and in Dubai. And our mission is to define the standards of luxury living by providing exclusive, opulent properties and expectations. We strive we strive to create a seamless and insightful experience for both tenants and property owners. Um, some some of our services that you can see here: property management, Airbnb, property sales, short let. Okay, so why do we need to invest in Dubai? Um, Please, where is Mr. Joseph Jamil? I can't see him. Mr. Joseph Emmanuel is already in the house, so please kindly bring him up. So Dubai is a global economic powerhouse, which presents unparalleled investment prospects across various sectors. And I'm going to be giving a couple of points here, apart from your investment returns. Now, number one, it's a strategic location. Number two is a business-friendly environment. It's a place where you can come transact your business with different nationalities from different countries in the world. Then apart from the fact that you can do your business here any day, anytime, is about the security. One of the things I love about this country is that you can go out 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. They've actually put so much structure in the system. And anywhere there is security, trust me, people want to live there and people want to do their business because they are not scared of what will happen tomorrow or what will happen next tomorrow in terms of their personal security. So the first thing every individual looks out for in getting a place, in buying their property, is a secured environment. There is no one that wants to work so hard, make money, and at the end of the day, guess what? Is buying a property in a place that is not secured. Then another thing for me, which I love about Dubai, is the tax returns. You don't have to pay, like there's zero interest on your property, zero tax. So you are not paying any property tax. Okay, beautiful. We have Mr. Joseph in the building. Okay, so we have Mr. Joseph in the building. I will actually put my slide for a little while now. Now Mr. Joseph come into meeting. So can you make us okay, this is much better now. Mr. Joseph, you can turn on your camera. So guys, I want you to use the clapping ovation to help me welcome Mr. Joseph Emmanuel, who is the sales executive of Shoba Properties, who is in the house today. So good to have you, Mr. Joseph. Mr. Joseph, you're welcome. Good to have you in the house. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. Help us welcome Mr. Joseph in the building. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Joseph. He's not meant to be in Dubai right now, but I'm glad he's in Dubai because Dubai is having 1 week long holiday. And this is my first time of hearing this, which is going to fall into the celebration of their ending of their iftar. So a lot of people are actually traveling out of Dubai right now. And I'm glad Mr. Joseph is here because he's supposed to have traveled out with his family to enjoy. It's only 1 week he will get in the whole year. This is the only break a lot of people working in Dubai we have for the whole year. So I see why everybody has to travel out of Dubai to just go and come back. But one of the things for me, why I had to tell Mr. Joseph that we need to have this meeting, have this webinar, is because we believe that this would help so many people, Africans in diaspora, who have been looking for a way to come into Dubai to do business, to not just do business as well. Some are not even aware that dealing with trusted partners like Shoba, you can get your golden visa. I'm going to be showing a couple of properties that we have in Dubai. But before then, I'll be asking Mr. Joseph a couple of questions, and he's going to take us on that. He's going to be giving us the answers to them. I know I've said some things about Dubai, but you have lived in Dubai for almost about 10 years plus. So why do you think Dubai is the premier choice for so many people wanting to do real estate and wanting to do business? Why is it like the hub of the world in terms of business right now?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I hope you have enough audience to hear me.
Yes, we have our audience on Facebook, uh, where we have on YouTube as well. Over 500,000 at least on Facebook. So we believe that we have all our audience watching right now. So those on Facebook, I'll be going to Facebook to take your comments. I'll be going there to actually check your messages as well. So you can drop your comments, your questions as the um, live video continues, the webinar. And those on YouTube as well, we have people who will be taking your questions. So please ensure you drop your questions on YouTube as well. So go ahead, Mr. Joseph.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak and also to attend the webinar. One thing for me, professionally and social-wise, about Dubai is that this is the only place, bar none, anywhere in the world, where you have comfort, where you have, if you work hard, you get reward for your hard work. You don't need to meet Mr. A or Mr. B or someone at the top to to scale through. You just have to bury your head in hard work and you will succeed for sure. And that has been one of the very successful thing that I think has really, really helped me and a lot of people in the country here in Dubai who are now enjoying the benefit of living in Dubai. The safety, the security, the comfort. In fact, above all, Shoba out of the picture now, the luxury in the country. When you walk into Dubai, when you see the environment, when you see the climate, when you see the surrounding neighborhood, you can see joy, you can see satisfaction in the faces of people. In fact, the moment you touch down from the airport, you see how lovely the environment is. But there are certain countries where the moment you come from the airplane, when you look down, you already start feeling depression. And when you touch down inside the country, the streets, the roads, everything is just making you feel very, very dejected. And as well as your mood would definitely change in a very negative way. So Dubai, 10 years later, since I've been here, I think about 11 or 12, has been one of the best place anyone can be anywhere in the world. There is no country in Europe, there's nowhere in America, North, West, Central America, have the type of security, comfort, and luxury that you have here in Dubai and entire UAE at large. So yes, that has been one of the many reasons why people are flocking into Dubai. People are enjoying here. Families are moving in here. Businesses are moving in here, and there is a lot of peace and harmony among businesses. So that's one of the benefits here.
Amazing. Thank you, Mr. Joseph, for sharing those benefits for us. But one of the things for me that amazes me in terms of Dubai is the fact that there is whenever I come to Shoba, for instance, and not it's not just about coming to Shoba, the rate at which people buy properties in Dubai is alarming. I've not seen people buy properties in countries that I've visited as much as they do buy in Dubai. You launch a project today, and before you know, that project is sold out. What is the reason for this? Why are people keying into projects of Dubai? And because for me, I feel that yes, I know that a lot of people have this money, but why exactly? Why are they rushing Dubai to want to just key into the different property plans they have?
Yeah, one of the things here is that, properties are very expensive when you want to rent. If you want to rent a property, it's very expensive. I mean, if
Mm,
you look at the average number of, let's say we call self-contained in Africa, which is basically a studio apartment, it's if you find it in a very good location, you won't be paying nothing less than $15,000 to $20,000 on a
a
yearly basis.
studio apartment.
Studio apartment. If
Wow.
it's in a prime place, if it's in a good
It-
location,
wow.
better
$50,000 every year.
1.5.
Wow.
That's the barest minimum. So now, for somebody who wishes to stay long term, if you look at yourself, if you say you want to stay in Dubai 5, 10 years, if you pay $15,000 in 10, that's already $150,000. It's enough for a down payment. It's enough to pay for a property. It's enough to even choose one or two places you can afford to buy a house. Instead of
Mm,
any money you pay on rent is definitely you're losing that money and it's waste. It's completely gone and blown in the
mm,
wind. Yeah, so now what people are able to do is because of the property rent is very expensive to lease a property to stay. Now, what they do is they choose to buy property that are under construction. Now, with that process, they're able to pay in easy installment because we have a very wonderful scheme where if you pay in an installment, you don't even get to pay any extras or any other fees on top of that. So if you mark your project to be 3 or 4 years, just okay, this house is price is $100,000, or let's say the house is $300,000, for example, and you yourself, you live in Dubai or you are a foreigner who is based abroad. You've asked yourself, are you able to afford this house in 3, 4 years? So the moment you're able to pay an easy installment with zero interest on your payment, then you know you're able to buy a property and you're able to structure your cash flow to be able to pay off these properties. So that
mm,
has this is what has really driven Dubai real estate market, especially people that are living here, expats, which are making up number of 90% of the residents in Dubai are foreigners from all walks of life, different parts of the world. And another major contribution is now the real estate scheme in Dubai is something that is very unique. You don't have that system anywhere in the world where compared to US or compared to Europe, where major source of their real estate market is mortgage financing. So if you take up a mortgage on your property, the next month you start paying an installment.
mm,
So you have to pay that for the next 10, 20, 50, 15 years, depending on age, depending on many credit eligibility of that individual. Okay. So, but here, the market here is different because even the mortgage banks, the banks that are financing mortgages for
mhm,
investors or residents in Dubai, it's less than 10% in Dubai.
mm.
It's very
Wow.
shocking. I mean, 90% of all transactions is cash investors. And Dubai is one of the richest cash market in real estate investment because people are buying with cash. They're not going to the bank. Even the bank are begging you to come to them to purchase. So which
Mm,
is about 10%. Compare that to US, which is about 95%. In fact, give it 99 because nobody buys property cash in the US. Nobody buys cash property in anywhere in Europe. So that has really helped Dubai. And this is the scheme that is really driving the market, paying an installment with zero interest rate. And some of the also what has really helped in a long way is that there's a strong regulation from the government to control every construction company, every developer, every aspect of your investment. You have to
Mm,
pay. The government is the main regulator in the real estate market because when they regulate the property, they're able to monitor the investors, the developers to check how they're doing the construction. And every money they're paying, that money is going towards what they call escrow account. Escrow account is a trust dedicated account for foreign for off-plan development of property that is under construction. So the government is able to control these funds to see if the developer is actually doing their job. And now they release their funds to them based on progress of construction. They release
mm,
it section by section. So every quarter, every month, every other 2 months, the government goes into sites to inspect the progress of the construction. Now, when they see there's a progress, now the developer will now apply for funds to scale up their project. The government will now say, okay, we're coming for inspection in a day like this. Once they are satisfied with the construction, they now release funds to them to be allocated. Now, this applies to every single developer in Dubai, not just Shoba. It's applicable to everyone. So that's why every investor buying off plan in Dubai is extremely safe, is more than satisfied to buy. They don't even have to think if the property is going to deliver or not, because they know for sure they will deliver because of government full-time commitment and highly regulated.
mm,
That's also driving the real estate market. And on top of that, people have come to trust what is happening. And the fact that Dubai is doing so many, in fact, you wake up one day, there's a new thing in Dubai, there's a new bridge, there's a new road. The government does not announce it. So they've come to trust the government because that's one of the things that is driving the economy. There is a trust in the government. There's a trust in the leadership in Dubai. If they say something, they deliver timely.
mm,
So with that regulation, people are more than happy to buy. In fact, when they don't buy off plan, they miss out. And I always tell people the risk is very minimal.
mm.
But if you buy Shoba, the only risk you have is not having money to buy because that's it's a fact. Because Shoba will always, based on record, we deliver 6 months, 9 months
Mm,
on record. We have never
mm,
delivered a project. So these
mm,
are things that people have seen. I mean, rumor spreads. When you say something today, somebody will fly it and then it becomes a big news. So people have seen what Dubai is. People have seen Dubai. People have seen the efficiency in construction, the timely delivery. People have seen how things are done, and they're able to. I mean, they just wake up and they want to do this.
mm,
And Dubai is the only place where you can buy property in 30 minutes because everything is so efficient, documentation is less. They don't even need to know where you made your money or what source of money. They just want you to provide documentation, you know, less documentation, less paperwork, highly efficient process. Now, all you need to do is choose a property of your choice, the location you want, the developer you have in mind. Once that is confirmed, and you say, okay, I want Shoba, I want to deal with Shoba, I like the location, I like the quality, I like the concept of development, the rent I'm going to make is high, my capital gain is going to be high. It's okay. The next step would be, okay, how do you pay? And what is the minimum down? Once you understand all those measures of payment and the value of the property in total numbers, it's okay. In 4 years, I'll be able to afford to pay $300,000. I'll be able to afford $500,000. I'll be able to afford XYZ number of budget. With that in mind, you're able to choose your property type. If it's a one bed, if it's a two bed, and then you can choose a view, and then you can choose the property type. So this is some of the things that are really driven the real estate market. I've just seen a message from one of the audience. They were asking if they can sell property in 30 minutes. I need to repeat that statement. I said you can buy a property within 30 minutes in Dubai. Like you send your documents, everything is done, you receive your contract via email, and you can sign. It comes back to the company, we validate. It's just that easy and very simple. So that's just what it is and what is driving the market for now.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph, for that insight. But before we go to talking more about your own company, I want to ask a question because some people, I remember there was a time I was talking to someone about investing in Dubai, and she said, "Oh, she cannot invest in Dubai because she has had a couple of friends who got their fingers burnt, dealt with some developers, and it did not end well for her." So, what are the things people should look out for when dealing with a developer? For me, it's very critical, this question, because I want to ensure that the audience who are watching right now know what to look out for so that they don't just go and invest because Dubai is a beautiful place. Dubai is a safe place. You get a lot of your ROI is good in terms of annual returns on your investment. But not every developer, for me, is worth dealing with. And that's why for us, we're in partnership with Shoba because we know they have timely delivery. So what are those things people should look out for when it comes to buying property in Dubai, dealing with a developer so they don't get their fingers burnt?
Okay, so importantly, from the Shoba's point of business now, and also in the general aspect of real estate investment, because the audience also has to learn, they have to understand how to choose, how to understand, how to buy. That key point here is number one. For you to choose any property to buy, you have to first trust the developer of that project. Who are they? What have they done? What is their history? Once you've seen that and you can trust this company, then you say, okay, I'm comfortable dealing with these people. Then the next step will be to look at different budget you have in mind, and that's also what we have to look at. Now, for a company like Shoba, for sure, Shoba has been there since 1976. That's how long they've been in business. And for the last how many years they've been in business, we used to build palace for royal families across the region. We built palace, we built like world-class hotel for like some of the big investors across the region. Now, some of these things we don't promote them, but this is who we are. Then we used to build these houses for the private individuals before we started making commercial homes for business. Now, the beauty of that is they have also maintained the same quality that they used to give to the palace concept and quality of the palace to extend that into commercial homes and multi-property investment options. So this is what has really helped Shoba in terms of property growth. Now, on the other aspect, for anyone who wishes to buy a property, you have to say, okay, fine, what do you want to achieve in this investment? What is my purpose for this investment? Do you want to make are you a short-term investor? Are you a long-term investor? Are you a medium-term investor? If you're a short-term investor to say, okay, I want to buy and flip in the middle of the construction, that is possible. For example, you buy a property now, you pay like 40%. Down the line, you want to flip it, even when the property is under construction, that is very much possible. That's number one. Number two, if you want to say, okay, I just want to buy to secure my investment for life. I want to own this property for the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I want to have this property for the next generation because the property that Shoba is selling to you is a freehold lifetime property. It's not 99, it's freehold for life. You can will that property to your generations and upcoming generations, even the ones that are yet not confirmed yet. It goes all the way into many generations, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations. Now, for example, you say, okay, I choose one property today. I want to pay off in 3, 4 years based on the timeline of the construction. As soon as that is done, what will be the value of a property? If the property is valued at 300,000 at the time of purchase, you start paying in easy installments. By the time you pay off the construction, now the value becomes at the worst case scenario, 15% net return. 15% net return of $300,000 is what you're going to make in a very bad economic sense or in a very bad market. We've seen as a showbar, because what happens with some of those property is that maybe nothing is guaranteed. COVID could come back. There could be force majeure. There could be so many factors that will affect the market. Or there could be economic recession. There could be market shocks that will make some of the things not to happen the way is expected. But again, 15% net return for any property is not a bad investment. That's about $45,000 gain. There is nowhere in the world, there is no bank in the world that gives you 15% net anywhere. Now, well, let me tell you what happens. If you go to the bank, you say, I want to fix my money with the bank, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, whatever the case may be, you have to put that money up front to the bank. You don't give them installment. Let's say you go to a fixed deposit. You go to fixed deposit account. You say, the bank, I want to keep this money with you for 1, 2, 3 years. The bank will never give you 10% net. The bank can never give you 6% net. The best and ever they can give you maybe 5. And you have to push that money up front to the bank. But here you're buying a property, you're securing your future, you're paying in easy installments, and the property is going up in value. It's going up in value. You pay 10% today, before your next installment is due, it's gone up 2, 3, 4, 5%. Usually we market 10% every year, 10% this year, maybe second year, 15%, third year, 30%, fourth year, 45%. By the time the property is done, the value has gone up 50%, but I'm not guaranteeing that. I'm saying the worst case scenario because I want to use the lowest number possible so that even 10 years later, you will confirm what I've said is true. The possibility is 50% net capital gain. The worst you will experience will be 15% net. That will be the value of your payment. You pay $300,000 in 4 years. By the time you finish paying, the value will go $45,000 on top. If it goes 50%, that means you will make $150,000 on top of your property. Then the value becomes $450,000 if it's a $300,000 property. If it's a $1 million property, for example, 15% of that would be $150,000. Okay? There's a possibility your property will reach 50% capital value based on choice, view, and type. You have to understand this so that we're all in the same page. As soon as you confirm that, if it's a $4 million property value, it becomes $1.5 million in 4 years when the construction is done. That's how much you have saved. In fact, the good thing here is that you don't even feel you are paying this money. You don't even know how much you have paid because you have structured your cash flow. You don't even feel it because you know you can do this. It's okay. Every 6 months, I need to pay 10% on my property. Every 6 months, it's like you are saving money. It's like a saving scheme, a saving that is growing up in value. That's what Dubai property it is. And that's where a lot of people have keyed in and they are buying. There are people who owns more than 150 units, 150 properties, different types of properties. Whatever you're saying in Africa, economy, not economy, currency, it's not for this type of people because they have that investment here. And also for people that are employed, salary employment, or maybe private businesses, you need to focus on pension fund. Just like you buy insurance for your cars, you buy insurance for your house, you buy insurance for all your businesses and shops. When you buy the property in Dubai, you are securing your future. 4 years down the you have made capital gain on the property, 15% at the worst case scenario, best case scenario, 50% net on total money you have paid. That's what you have to have in mind. And after that, you start enjoying rental return on your property. So meaning capital gain is there, and then you start from the time you get handover your property. If your property is making 10% net, if you're making 10% net, let's say the property is rented $30,000, which in this case, I have a property that will give that amount in 4 years. $30,000 every year. And what is the purchase price? $300,000 is the purchase price of this property. Once you buy this property, okay, your net ROI will be 10% net, net, net. You start renting first year. In the next 10 years, you have made $300,000 from rent alone.
Amazing.
If you have two of that property, that's $600,000. So whatever they're discussing about currency valuation, and on top of that, there is zero tax on your income. There is zero tax on residential in Dubai. You don't pay tax. This is one of the major drive force for Dubai real estate. Okay, these are things that people need to know. That aside, all this sweet spot is there. That aside, as an investor who is from abroad, who is coming from overseas, you also get to enjoy golden visa for family for life. This is what you enjoy. Now, when you buy a property, what happens? Even while the property is under construction, you're able to apply for golden visa. So you don't have to wait for the property to be done to start enjoying. You have to pay and apply and start enjoying the golden visa benefit. Then you can travel in and out. For so many countries that don't have access to Dubai, or they always require visa, or it's very difficult to get a visa to come to Dubai, that will be a thing of the past. Sometimes they say rules are for poor people. Rules is not for people that are decision makers and shakers of the economy. When you're part of the economy or a contributor in an economy, rules don't apply to you. Rules are for poor people. You know?
My God.
So you have to follow the crowd. You have to follow the trend. You have to go where people are going. Why is it that a lot of people are very smart? They always think that opportunity is a scam. They always think that there is no good thing abroad. They always limit themselves in one place. No, it's not that way. Opportunity comes to those who are ready to grab it. And if you're not ready for an opportunity, it will come and it will pass you by. That's a fact. So when opportunity comes, you have to be mentally ready to key in. If you're not mentally ready, before you're trying to process that opportunity, it's gone.
Absolutely.
So I may not have the chance to engage you guys again. I may not be here forever. But the truth is, while I'm here to share my knowledge. I'm here to share my ideas. I'm here to guide every one of you who are interested to look at investment in Dubai to jump in and buy. Like I said, and I'll repeat my statement, the only risk of not buying is not having money to buy. Once you buy, you will enjoy the benefit of your investment. I have so many clients across everywhere. There's no place in the world, even countries you never had before, that I've never dealt with such clients. Now, when they buy, they're happy, they stay. And when they buy Shoba, they repeat. They bring their friends, they bring their family, because what we promise them is what we have given to them. We have never had any unhappy client. The only unhappy client we have is the one that doesn't have money to pay, who is complaining, why did you deliver on time? I don't have money.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yes.
I'm going to ask, I'm enjoying this session with you. And we've not even gone into showing them some of our properties that we have in Shoba, and the features, the amenities are just amazing. We're going to get to that shortly. But before then, I want to ask a question in terms of people who are in Nigeria currently, like Nigerians and some other African countries, they've been banned. I know you already said something close to that, but I want you to just explain or say it again. Countries that have been banned from coming into UAE. Now, if I'm investing in UAE, will I get a golden visa? Because I am now an investor, even though my country has been banned. If I invest with Shoba, because I know that this partnership is, if we're doing it with Shoba, will Shoba be able to process um, my golden visa for me?
Yes, that's a very good question. Yes, for some people, I know Nigeria is in the list. Many other countries also is in the list, but I have to put my statement generic, not targeted or focused on one. Now, for some people who don't have the benefit to travel to Dubai, maybe because of the ban or issues between the countries, yes. Let me tell you one thing about the golden visa. It's actually is beneficial to everyone, whether you are if your country is banned or not. But the moment you're able to afford to buy a property in Dubai, automatically you are qualified. You are eligible for golden visa. So there is no restriction in that area. Just like I said,
Mm.
the law is targeted to people who don't have any economic benefit here. They have any economic benefit or contribution to UAE economy. If you go to the Caribbean, they say if you buy a house, you get a passport, $200,000, $500,000 just to buy a passport.
Mm.
Investments are not tied to anything. But the truth of the matter is, Dubai or UAE as a country is one of the most powerful countries in the world today. It's not a joke.
Mm.
UAE economy is almost $500 billion. There is no country in Africa, in the whole 54 African countries in the world, in Africa, 1.4 billion people in Africa that has such an economy.
Mm.
No country. And if you talk of the population of UAE, we're talking of 12 million population.
Mm.
Africa has one of the largest population on earth,
Sure.
apart from Asia. I mean, going towards African continent. No, a country in Middle East, 12 million people is doing 500 billion
100 billion.
GDP. In the next 10 years, they've actually created businesses, attracted foreign companies that will drive Dubai economy to reach 1 trillion in the next 10 years.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes. So
Absolutely.
the ban is not targeted to any country. As long as you afford to buy a house in Dubai, you are eligible and you are surely going to get a golden visa. Shoba will be able to help you because the company is highly reputable. They've been
Mm-hmm.
around and we always deliver on time. The government has that track record. They have that history. They know, yes, as for Shoba, they will deliver. With them, you are in the right company. So we will be able to present your case and make sure that your golden visa is granted on time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph. Now, the only problem, those who are watching right now, who love what is happening here, will have is the problem of not being able to afford to buy a property in Dubai to get the golden visa. But of course, I know we have those who actually can afford to get this in the house today. We have Dr. Stephen in the house. In a couple of minutes, we'll bring him up as well. So good to have you, Dr. Stephen. Before we go into the property, I am almost like, let me see this property. Let's see it. Let our audience see what the amenities that are there to offer in the several properties that Shoba actually has to offer. And please let me also let you know that what we're talking about in terms of um, investment and getting your golden visa. We're talking about for those who are ready to invest now and invest with Shoba so that you don't go and do something else somewhere else and you're expecting us to come and do golden visa for you. No, you are coming into Shoba to invest with us, partner with us. We are ready and committed to work on ensuring you get your golden visa and afford you the opportunity to come into this country. And of course, it's not just about coming. You've heard the investment benefits in terms of your ROI. And we are not doing this because we've never done it before. We've had our clients who have actually Shoba, they bought property through us from Shoba, and all those properties have been delivered to them. And it's not just about the properties that has been delivered to them. one thing about Shoba is that when they tell you that this is what they give you, that is exactly what will be given to you. So my next question for you now is, in case I have met up to about 75% of my payments or 70%, and the property is ready. Now, the problem I now have is you told me you would deliver my property in 2027, and 2026 you have delivered my property. Will you hand over the property to me if I have met up to about 75% or 70% or 80% of my payments? Will that be possible, or is not possible?
Yes, we will deliver to the investors.
You mean you will hand over my keys to me?
That's correct.
Wow. Wow. So meaning with my rental income that I'm making, I can now use that money to balance my property investment.
Well, the investor has a choice. If they wish to eat the money, it's their money. If they wish to pay it off, it's okay.
Okay.
They have, regardless, they have to find a way to pay off the balance of the property. But something very
Mm.
important, if the projection of the handover is, let's say, December 2027,
Mm-hmm.
deliver earlier than that, okay? We stick to the original plan of the date, and we make sure we deliver to you early, but we have to follow through to the end of that payment term. But we deliver.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
and some of your GTEx clients, I have even enjoyed those benefits. Some of them we gave them, like, how many years ago they bought a house? 4 years ago
Mm.
or 5 years ago. Some of them got their property on 50% payments.
Mm-hmm.
Real estate market has never really reached this stage. Now it's in the high boom. So some of them got the property on 50% on completion and 50% post completion. Now some of them are still paying even after receiving handover of the property and enjoying the benefit of renting the property.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
So we have those schemes in the past, and now the same scheme applies even to people who are going to decide to buy this time or even today, hopefully. But that's what it is.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph. I'm going to pick one question from the chat box from the audience. Then I'll go into a property tour of what we have in Shoba and how those who are interested can actually be a part of it. Okay, please, between a ready to move in property or a property under construction, which is more advisable to invest in? Okay, I'm going to answer that question. If you do a ready to move in property, a lot of properties here are off plan, but if you do a ready to move in, you pay higher, and if you do off plan, you pay lesser. So that's the difference. I hope I'm right, Mr. Joseph, about that.
Yes, you're
So
right.
if
Let me also throw some highlight on that. Let me throw some
okay,
point on that. Now, for ready property, it means the value has appreciated already. It's,
mm-hmm,
it's up. And the difference between off-plan and ready is you have to pay for the property 100% upfront. There is no negotiation.
absolutely.
Okay? If the owner says, my house, I want it $500,000, they want it one shot. You have to pay it one time. There's no back and forth. Without that, you won't get the title.
Mm.
Off-plan is like a saving scheme. You're paying in easy installment for people who don't have the money to pay in one time. For business people, for people that are employed, you're paying in easy installment. So slowly you're paying, and then the value is going up, and then until that handover will be done and delivered to you. That's the difference. So yes, it's a good choice if you want ready. And I will only advise people who want now to move in. If you're looking for a house to stay, like you need a house to move in, that's the only best time to buy a ready property. If you're buying for investment, I will never advise you to buy investment on a ready property. Buy off plan. You buy cheap, and then it grows in value, and then the property will appreciate for you for your own benefit and gain.
Okay, so now I'm going to share my slide. show us a couple of investment opportunities we have here in Dubai that you can take advantage of. And Mr. Joseph, I want you to just walk us through these properties. Like we have some that has just been listed in the market. I think that came to the market early about a week plus now. But this is Shoba Atlant 2, the Dubai project, Shoba project here. So let me just have Mr. Joseph talk a little bit about the property, the beautiful view. And one thing he said is the floors, your price is determined by the floors and the view you want. That's how properties are being sold here. So depending on the view you want, depending on the type of floor you want, then you'll be talking about the amount you want to pay. But let's start with this property here, Mr. Joseph. Can you just shed more light to us about the property and why people should key into the property?
Okay, so this is one of our most selling projects in Dubai. It's a mixed-use development, mix of villas, mix of apartments, office complex. And we also have been able to provide lots of unique amenities that complements the entire project. Now, one thing we've created in this project is that we created limited supply so that there will be high demand on the project. Now, for a property that is 185 acres in size, that's 8 million square feet in size, we only made 13 towers inside and 122 villas. Out of these 22 villas, starting price of the villa is about $6.3 million, and then it goes as high as $55 million for the mansions. Only 122 of that is made. Then the 13 towers you see is a mix of 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms only. So far, we've been able to release 6 towers, lowest of 55 floor, highest of 71 floor. That is what we have here. So, and it's designed like a world-class resort community where you can enjoy sunshine, daytime, wintertime, autumn, winter, summer, spring, all year round. There's activity for you. We created artificial beach. We created white sandy beach. We created crystal lagoon. We created water sports, splash, sail, and surf. I mean, there's a lot you can do. Just like people used to complain Dubai is hot. Yes, when it's hot, if you walk outside, you sweat. But when you live in such an environment where water activities for you, there's lots of greenery. In fact, 30% of the entire community is dedicated to green and open space. The weather here, the atmosphere, the ecosystem, in fact, the whole quality of air is different. And on top of that, we created water where families will be able to unite, come together, play. We also have international school that we've created in this community so that you can go to school, you can just walk to school and live close to home. We have shopping mall, we have office complex, we have restaurants, coffee shops stretching almost 2.5 kilometers in length. I mean, it's just way too much. In terms of amenities, we created more than 100 plus amenities in the community. That's one thing about the community. What you see here in the next slide, it's the best eye view of the project. So when you see this project from the sky, from the aerial view, that's what you see. And it's surrounded by, it's like a rich neighborhood in the city where 5-7 minutes you are in the center of everywhere. Dubai Mall, Burj Khalifa, that's how central the community is. And in Dubai, you don't get to have lots of community in the center of the city. You have to go out of town, 10, 15, 25 kilometers out of town to enjoy communal living. But this is within 4 kilometers into the city that have all these lifestyle amenity.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph. Can we talk briefly about the newly launched project as well? I think that was omitted from my slide, but I want you to talk more about it, the newly launched project, because one of the things that fascinates me about that project, what I need you to talk about, is because this project was just newly launched, a similar project the first time it was launched, that was 5 years ago, and the project was sold out. Shoba, as 5 years later now, is introducing same property in the market. Of course, more amenities, more features. But in terms of pricing, the pricing is about 1 million dirhams. The one on my slide now, we have our client who just keyed. We have a client who just keyed into this property last week, and I'm glad she made that decision. So if you're a woman here, I hope you can hear me that a woman just bought a property here from us in Shoba as well. So that should let you know that you can buy as well as a woman. So for me, let's talk about that property. That ranges between 1 million dirhams, that's about $250,000 dollars. And can people also still have access to getting a golden visa if they key into that particular project? It's not on my slide, but please can you shed more light on that?
Am I able to access my file from here?
Yes, I can give you the opportunity to share. So please go ahead and share your screen. I'll stop sharing this one now so that you can get that with us.
Okay.
Dr. Stevie, please let us know when you're ready once we are done sharing. I'll bring you up. So over to you, Mr. Joseph.
Can you see my screen now?
Not at all.
I'm not sure if you're giving me access.
Okay, let me check it one more time. Yes, I have. Can we check again?
Can you see my screen?
No, I can't. Can't see your screen yet. Did it say that you have started sharing?
Yeah.
I've allowed multiple participants to share, so automatically you should be able to share.
Let me try to navigate through the page to see if I can find that.
Okay, try it again, please.
Just a moment. Share screen. Okay. Okay. I'm sure you can see my screen now, I suppose.
Okay, I don't know why I can't see it. Please, if you can, okay, beautiful. You have started sharing now. It's
You
coming up.
can now? Brilliant.
Yes, beautiful.
Okay, so what you see here is our new project. Now, this project is close to Mall of the Emirates. It's a unique 7 towers that are connected together. If you see here, this is the picture of the tower here. There's a mix of 1 and 2 bedrooms only, starting from $300,000 for a 1 bedroom. And in this area is dominated by mostly English people. The area is about 3.5 kilometer total area, and it's a fun-filled environment that is known for car racing. Okay, so Dubai has like Formula One racing. So this is where this place is located. It's called Motor City. Now, this location has a huge opportunity for investors. What happens here? The property here is cheap. In the next 10 years from today, actually in 2030, we're in 2024. In the next 6 years from today, people that live in this tower will be able to just catch the train station. There's a national railway network that is coming just, if you can see my screen, this is the tower here. If you drive 5 minutes away from this tower here, you will catch the Etihad rail. This is a national railway network that is connecting to all 7 Emirates, which means anyone who lives here, that works in Abu Dhabi, that works in other Emirates, will be able to catch the train within 5 minutes. And on top of that, you also have the metro train in Dubai, which is the longest unmanned train in the world, electric, that is being covering 35-kilometer area of Dubai. So that trend is extending through this project in the next 3 years. So the train will pass through this project and then it connects you towards the Etihad way that connects you to all other Emirates. Now, this is the picture of the tower. We designed this project and created one of the best living standard there because this project was the Motor City area was developed in 2004. In 2004, there was no technology improvement, there was no advancement, there was no, in fact, all what they have there, all the buildings they have there is more than 15 to 20 years.
Hmm.
So there's less quality check, there's maintenance issues, there's quality depreciation. So anybody who goes in there in such location today is buying an old property that is poorly maintained. Now, Shoba being Shoba, coming there is creating like is bringing up the entire area back to life because as a A-class developer, when you go into new area, everybody wants to follow you. So that place has been existing for more than 20 years and nobody even some of the developers don't exist at the time, and the business was not like this. People were not really building to understand that there could be a possibility of growth in Dubai. They just built for people that love the environment. But today, development has catch up on everybody. You have to adapt. If you don't adapt, you're out of business. So what Shoba has created here is something that is not existing in the entire community. And the place where we took the plot is at the tip of the plot of the location where nothing else is coming and there is no longer plot available in that area. So meaning your investment here is hot piece. It's a very important one. Now let me drag this screen further. If you see here, this is the frontal of the project. This is the front. This is tower A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It has interconnected podium link, and then this is the amenity level. It also has numerous amenities. Now, this is the metro line. I'm not sure if you can see the line
I
I'm
can
making.
see it. I can see it. I can see the
Really?
hammer.
Super.
Mm.
Sorry. This is the metro line. This is the metro here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my screen is yeah, it's flicking around. So this is the metro here. It has two rail. This one is going towards the rail. This one is taking you back to Mall of the Emirates from here.
Mm.
Okay. This is a Etihad rail. This is the metro, Dubai Metro. These are the two metro lines that is passing through this project. So imagine you step out of your house, you catch the metro. And one thing that happens with metro, anywhere in Dubai, even any city where you are in the world, if you have access to the metro, the property price is 30% higher than properties that are far away from the metro, maybe 15, 10, or even 5 kilometers is a big deal if you don't live
Wow.
close. So this
Wow.
here, for the first time, metro is coming here in the next 6 years. So this metro takes you to the main train station on the ground that connects to all, that goes 1 hour away from the city. That's the beauty of this location. So it's a new area, it's a hot cake, prices are cheap. The starting price here is $300,000. Two-bedroom goes as high as $500,000, more or less. Okay. So this is let me show you more pictures. So there's floor to ceiling glass window, so you get to enjoy your natural light, obviously Shoba standard. Your bedroom height is about 3 meters and it can go up to 3.2 meters to help with air circulation and air ventilation. And every bedroom has a balcony mandatory so that you can get to enjoy the view from every angle or vintage point of your apartment. So there's only mix of one and two, one bedroom and half, and two bedrooms. And total apartment we're expecting here in this building is 2,900 apartments. 1,850 of that is one bedroom, 1.5 bedroom is 750, and only 300 units of two bedroom only in the apartment. Like I said, starting price is $300,000, and the most expensive unit we have in this project is $500,000. Mind you, the location is not in the city. Based on price, if you're concerned with budget, this is where you can buy. But if you have a big budget, you can buy in the city close to the town where a one bedroom there is almost like $450,000. You see the difference? In
Mm-hmm.
town, minimum price is $450,000. Outside town, it's about $300,000. That's the difference. So you're paying almost $150,000 different. That's the whole idea. So now this is the location map of the project. It's marked here in red, in black rather. It says Motor City. If you drive 12 minutes, it takes you to Dubai Marina. This area is Dubai Marina, and then you have Palm Jumeirah. It's under 15 minutes. That's the location of this project. So it's right here. This is a straight road. It's called Supreme Road. It takes you all the way to Mall of the Emirates. It connects to Sheikh Zayed Road, where you have the metro line. So this red line you're seeing here is where
Mm-hmm.
we're taking the metro from, and we run it all the
Okay.
way through this project, and it extends towards
Mm.
the new metro line. So the new train station is coming here. Understand the difference. Metro is different.
Mm-hmm.
Train is different. Train is for long distance coverage. Metro is intercity. Okay? If you catch the intercity metro, it connects you to the train that takes you away from the city. That's the network here, the transportation network. So the location is here. This is Dubai Marina. This is Palm Jumeirah. Everybody knows Palm Jumeirah. This is the world famous island in the world. It's just 15 minutes away from here. So just for clarity.
Amazing.
Okay. So that's the view of the project from the top. So inside the podium here, you have what they call lazy river. We have outdoor jacuzzi, lazy river, water fountain, water features. We have all kinds of, we also created like a mini beach edge where you can just go and relax and feel yourself during the day. So it's like a small community, and the size of this plot is about 1.5 acre in size. That's where we used to create this beautiful project.
Mm.
Okay. Um, my screen is a bit fast. Let me go back to the slide. Okay, so this is the podium amenities. So all the apartments have this view with balconies. You can see someone in jacuzzi here. You can see people on the sunbeds. You can see here we have outdoor cinema. So every month, every season, we play movie for residents. So there's an outdoor cinema here. There's
Mm.
also a track. There's a soccer beach ball on the podium level. There's lots of trees and plantations, and there's a walking track on the podium level. So, I mean, the lifestyle here is great. Now, for somebody who happens to buy this property, whether you're based anywhere in the world, imagine the kind of life you're creating and the value you are adding to people who wish to live in Dubai. As an investor, maybe you're not willing to move to Dubai, you're not willing to stay. But having such an investment that contributes to enrich lifestyle, that makes people happy, actually, you've actually overdone yourself. It's the best thing you have done, where people are
Mhm.
enjoying. And on top of that, you are a landlord in Dubai. You're a landlady in Dubai. That's what you understand. So you're not just limiting yourself in one location. You have expanded, you've grown beyond to see and look at different areas where there's more opportunities. Because if you limit yourself in one place, you will not be able to tap into foreign investments where there are more opportunities. Yes, those opportunities are here, and that's why we bring it to you. I'm going to read out some of the amenities we have in this project. It's more than 40 plus amenities. We have badminton, we have volleyball court. Sorry, I think the screen is blurry now. Let me bring it back. Okay, yeah. So we have a community gym, kids play area, billiards, squash court. We have paddle tennis court. We have basketball court, studios, indoor game, karaoke, toddler play area. We have yoga zone, cabana shade, water features. There's a whole lot. We also have Zen garden. We also have yoga area, both indoor and outdoor. Now, this is the view of the podium amenities where you have all the courts, basketball court, football court, squash tennis. This thing you're seeing here is what is adding value to the property. Imagine just building a block of flats. There is nothing to enjoy. I mean, that's what is, I mean, when you create such amenities, it creates demand, it creates appetite, it creates interest in property. So buying in here and buying such property means people will always stay in your house. If you do Airbnb here, it's going to sell. If you do short-term hotel rental, if you do mini management, whatever you do here is going to sell because of the amenities that are packed in this project. That's what we're providing for you. We also have library for quiet time if you wish to read, or if you want to have like a quiet place to be, that's where you can do your studies. Some of the amenities also include plaza, retail stores and restaurants, everything in one place. We also have water polo, barbecue area, pool deck with day beds, outdoor gym, and we have beach edge, outdoor showers, aquatic aerobics. There's a whole lot. This is way too much to give to one project. You know, imagine having everything in one place and you're just living in an apartment. It's not even in a villa. This is an apartment. You come down, all of this is yours. So the house you're buying, you're not just buying your block of apartment. You're buying the entire amenities. You're buying the entire service. You're buying the entire concept, the project. Everything here is yours. Nobody can say, Madam, you are limited here. No, you're not limited. You are a shareholder. All you need is a piece of the investment, whether 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, whatever you buy here, we sell, and you're part and owner of the property. Okay. So this is the view area. This is the lifestyle on the podium. You can see barbecue station. You can see restaurants. You can see the F&B area, coffee area. And on top of here, you also have many more amenities. And the tower is standing tall above the skies. So on this side, you have your lobby. This is your lobby here. It feels like a 5-star hotel when you walk inside, and you have like concierge service, all kinds of support you will get from the lobby area. And the height of the lobby is like 9-meter height. It feels like you're into a 5-star hotel. In fact, there are most hotels that don't have this concept. Yeah. Okay. Now the kitchen is fully fitted with dishwasher, washing machine, microwave. Your kitchen will come fully fitted like this. This is how your house will come ready. It's not furnished, it's semi-furnished because the kitchen is fully fitted with all the white goods. Now, the only thing missing in this house, as to speak, is you, the investor.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. That's a fact. Everything else you have here is ready for you. When the house is delivered to you, you don't need to nail a pin in the wall because everything is built to the highest quality standard. And one thing you need to know about Shoba, we are a German property development company in Dubai. We have 25 German engineers in-house, and we have 4,000 technicians that are quality. So whatever you see here, this is not just a picture, it's real. I mean, our partner here, GTEX and Madam here, our partners in Nigeria, see, you all know, you've been to Dubai, you've seen Shoba, you've seen the quality. This picture you see here doesn't do justice to what Shoba can deliver.
I agree, it doesn't. It's only when they come and see the property and go on the property tour themselves and see it, they will understand what you're talking about. So, the picture doesn't give justice.
Yeah, so I want the audience to not see this as a 3D video. This is real. What you see here is like copy and paste of what we have on ground. I wish you have the opportunity to visit us in Dubai. I would have more than be happy to show you this, and you truly believe with me that this is real.
For those who are going to key into the opportunity today, we can do after the holidays, we'll do a virtual tour for them so they see the property. So we'll have a virtual tour with them of the property itself so they can take a look.
Yes, we do that. Also, your house comes with full smart home automation. Once your house is delivered to you, your smart home is there. You just plug and play your Amazon, your Alexa, your smart screen, control from your phone, your curtains is all fitted. You don't need to break nothing. Everything comes ready and handy for you. That's what you're getting. So, and again, we also provide you central hot water system. For example, in most of your houses that you're very familiar with, every of your house has hot water switch. You have to always heat the water to take shower. But in Showa Properties is central. Whenever you need hot water, it's there for you.
Mm.
Just like your hotel. If you go into a five-star hotel, hot water is constantly running for you. That's the same thing you get in Showa Property, and that's what you're getting in this property. So I believe this is just a summary of the project. I just made it as brief as possible with the location, the features, the amenities, and now the starting price here is $300,000. There's a slight difference of maybe 270, 280, 289 thereabout, but it's from $300,000 up to $500,000 for between one bedroom and two bedroom. And the payment plan I can show you on the screen just for reference point for them to see the breakdown of the payments. This, for example, you can see here the installment. The first payment is 20%.
We can't see it. We can't
Oh,
see
you
it.
can,
No, we can't.
okay. You cannot see. Let me go back and share the screen just a moment. Let me try to share the screen. Okay. Can you see now?
I'm not. Oh, yes, yes, I can see. I can see it's much better.
Brilliant. So what you see here is the payment. First payment here is 20%. You can see that.
Absolutely.
6 months later, there's 10% payment. So basically every 6 months, this is 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, 30 months, 36 months. So basically every 6 months, there's a 10% payment. So any property you've selected, if we go on this side now, let's say you choose this apartment, one bedroom, 547 square feet, 1,017,000. This is the view. And if you choose this property now, for example, 1,017,845, I'll tell you the price in dollars, for example. Can you see the screen just to be sure we're in the same page?
Absolutely.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely, we can see the screen.
Okay. I'll tell you the price, for example, on the screen. The first property you see here is 1801 apartment. And the price is 1017. This is in a Dubai currency, 847 divided by 3.66. It's $278,000, $100.
Amazing.
Okay, I'll make it round figure, $278,000. There's a small variations here and there. So that's the price we have for this property. So $278,000 to finish the payment in 4 years, completion 2027. It means it's a great investment. You start paying now, 20% now, 6 months later, 10%. That's the option and the investment opportunity we have for you. This is a summary of the place. The location is Motor City. It's where luxury finds its truest expression. Experience seamless connectivity and immerse yourself in a parallel sophistication away from the mundane. That's what we have. Um, this is the views. In one floor of every building, we have about 19 units on the floor, 13 units of one bedroom, 4 units of 1 bedroom and a half, and 2 bedroom in every floor. Only 2 units of that. This is how the floor configuration looks like. Okay, so if you're somebody who likes high floor, we can go as high as close to God, so that when you pray, God will hear you very quickly. You don't mind. If you're afraid of heights, we can go low. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the choice is yours. You have a chance here. So that's what we have. I mean, the higher the better if you want, because they wants to reach God on time. So
And the higher the more in value for you as an investor. If the
yes,
purpose is investment, then of course, the higher the floor, the higher your returns on your investment as well, because some people just love to see the view from the highest floor of the property. So thank
yeah.
you very much, Mr. Joseph. Do you still have more to tell us about this property?
Well, I've basically given a summary of the property, and then
Beautiful.
I just want to have questions if there's any, and then
Okay.
that's what I have for them, and that's what I have
Thank
affordable.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. I really appreciate your time in coming and explaining what Shoba has for us and how we as Africans can actually benefit from getting a golden visa. And please note that this doesn't extend to just Africans. Wherever you are, you can also, even if you're not an African, you can get your golden visa if you buy a property with Shoba Homes in Dubai. But for those who are interested, I'll put our details up so that you can reach out to us at GTX with, and we'll be able to, of course, get you the property in Shoba that you have showed your interest. But before then, I would like us to, I don't know if Dr. Stephen, are you ready for us? So Dr. Stephen Akintayo is here with us in the building, and would like to bring him up so that he can just come and share a couple of things with us, and what we call it a day today. So thank you for everyone watching. Please drop your question in the chat box, Facebook or YouTube. Kindly drop your chat in the chat box. Mr. Rana, I see you on Facebook. Thank you for your beautiful comment. But if you have a question, YouTube, Facebook, Zoom as well, drop your questions in the chat box so that I can have Mr. Joseph take it while we wait for Dr. Stephen. But before then, let me just share our details. Okay, Dr. Stephen is back.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
Dr.
I've
Stephen,
been
Chairman of
waiting.
GTEX Holdings, you're welcome, sir. The one and only Odogo of real estate. Good to have you in the building, sir. We dove out for you.
My wife is my biggest hype woman. Thank you. But great presentation. You guys have done. Good to see you again, Mr. Joseph Emmanuel. How are you doing
My
today? How's
MD,
it?
GTEX,
You said?
GTEX, GTEX Holdings. I say you're my MD, GTEX Holdings. A big, great partner from Nigeria.
Thank you, thank you. Amazing. And for me, I love to push what works and organizations that are doing well. I love the structure. Yeah, thank you. I love the structure that Shoba has, and that's why we have had our hands burnt, working with other developers. And part of why Mr. Akita was asking those questions, how do you make sure you are dealing with the right developer? One thing I can tell you that I've realized about Dubai, the cheaper it gets, the higher the chances of scam.
Mm,
Um, you know, the more expensive, the higher the chances that it's real. So it's important to know that Shoba isn't cheap by any standard, but you can rely on them. They have a structure. I've always said this, any company, and Funny enough, just sometimes we break our rules. Any company that does not have a structure where everything evolves around the owner, you should run away. Right? A lot of time people always ask me, why do I always push my staff? My argument is that that's any company that has a good structure will last. Yes, the chances that the employees will abuse the opportunity is also there. The chances that there will be mistakes made is there. But that's the only way to run a company that will last. And that's what you see with Shoba. You never need to see the chairman or the founder or his daughter. But there are a lot of individuals like Mr. Joseph Emmanuel who work there, and they represent the organization very well. And I think it's important. Now, to my advice, Dubai is a great nation. I lived in Dubai for 3 years. Now I'm focused on US. However, you also need to shine your eye, like they say, shine bubble when doing business in Dubai. If you don't shine your eye very well, you will be bumped, and that's the fact. I still had somebody called me from Houston 3 weeks ago. It was about falling for a company. I won't mention their name. They do they share timeshare or something.
Timeshare.
They claim they are not doing timeshare, but that's really what they're doing. And my friend wanted to invest. It just dawned on him that he knows me. I'm big in this real estate thing. You should seek my consent. I say, run, run for your
Doctor,
life.
before you finish, where is that man? Tell him to come and join us here to finish Shoba.
Yes, so
He's going to the
absolutely,
wrong place. Show him the way.
absolutely.
Salesman.
Show him the way. Information is power. You know, if you don't have information, it will cost you so much.
It will. It will.
Show him the way.
It will. It will. I mean, for him, I think part of why people fall victims that these people tell you, oh, just deposit 10,000, so because it looks affordable, right? I think that's the major reason why people fall victim. A lot of times, and I tell people, why not focus on what you can afford today? If you can't afford it, invite other people who can afford it and wait till when you can afford it. But do not, by any means, jump into what might end up becoming a scam. So let me share with you the advantages of investing in Dubai compared to UK or US. Number one has been mentioned earlier. There is no income tax. So any money I make in Dubai is mine and mine only. I don't need to share it with anybody. Number two, the faster time of closing. You can close a real estate deal in Dubai in 30 minutes. Okay, you won't get that in the US. You won't get that in the UK. UK is worse. The shortest time you can close a property deal in UK is 3 months, except you're going through auction. So that is also very important. Number three is the residency. You have an opportunity to have a golden visa that technically is almost like you're a citizen because you're entitled to everything a normal citizen is entitled to by having a golden visa. One of the beautiful things with a golden visa, you don't have that constraint of, oh, if you don't go to Dubai in 6 months, you lose your visa. No, with a golden visa, you can choose not to come to Dubai for 2 years, and the day you come back, you're welcome to Dubai, just like a citizen. If I don't visit Nigeria in 2 years, they won't tell me that my passport is no longer valid. Okay, I can enter Nigeria at any day, at any time. I can choose not to be in Nigeria for 5 years. The day I enter Nigeria again, because I'm a citizen, I'm welcome. Okay, so the beauty of the golden visa, it operates almost like a citizenship of some sort, because you are not limited to how many period you may stay out of the country and all those kind of stuff. You can also open company. You can start your own company. You can, do a whole lot, medicals, so much, and it covers you and your family. And the beautiful thing is it extends to your children. So once you have a golden visa, even if your children are over the age of 18, they are entitled to continue to carry that golden visa, right? So these are benefits of having that, particularly if you go through the golden visa model. Number 3, or is it number 4 now? The rental income in Dubai is now higher than you will get in US or UK, right? You will make more profit, from renting out your property than you will get. And it's cheaper. So it's cheaper to buy compared to US or UK. However, it is also gives you a better return on investment. Number 4, you can get the key to your house even before finish payment, which you don't get in the US or in the UK. If you don't, usually you go through mortgage, but whatever is the mortgage amount, you have to complete it, right? You can't get the key to your house except you finished whatever it is you need to pay as your own contribution, whether it's 30% towards that particular transaction. Number 5, higher capital appreciation. So at the moment, Dubai is on steroid when it comes to real estate. And I tell people, of course, you need to be careful because at some point the bubble will burst. Mr. Joseph will not want to hear that one, but it's the truth. I should be. You should be. You see, I am the mentor here. My job is to guide you. Okay. Mr. Joseph, on the other hand, the man wants to sell property, which I understand. But I will argue that we're all worried. We don't know when the bubble will burst. I can argue that as long as the Ukraine war is on, the bubble will not burst. Because you need to also understand why is property prices appreciating crazy. I'm saying you practically can have 100% capital appreciation in Dubai property in 2 to 3 years. It's never been this good before. Okay, and remember, you need to be cautious when things are as good as this. Now, it's not because you shouldn't do it. It's just so that you are aware of the fact that at some point something may go wrong. But I'm very confident that the next 2-3 years, Dubai is still good. And you will still get good returns on any investment that you do, particularly when it comes to capital appreciation. So what do you mean? You can buy a property in Dubai now for, let's say, $250,000, and in the next 2 to 3 years, you are selling for $500,000 at the moment, based on the way the market is doing. So it's good, and it's a good time to do business when it comes to real estate in Dubai. I can go on and on and on and on. To talk about amazing benefits of investing in Dubai. I believe strongly that Dubai offers amazing return on investment. It's a good place to do real estate. People talk about US. Honestly, Dubai has humbled US. A lot of Americans who come to Dubai are humbled, because there's a way America make you feel like there's no other country as good as it is when it comes to infrastructure. But when you come to Dubai, you understand that, well, America is learning as far as infrastructure is concerned. So it's a good city. It's an amazing opportunity. How many of you want to invest in Dubai? Come on, I need to see your response. Who is interested in investing in Dubai? You're all looking at me. Don't quit looking at me like that. Who is excited? Who is ready to invest in Dubai? Come on, I need your response. Woo. By the way, when will GTech Suit stop using a Gmail? Dear MDCU, right? When? Because they could link, we're not hearing you are muted. Because they could link your Gmail to your domain name, like info@gtechsuits.com.
We have it. We have info@gtechsuite.com. I think I'm just so used to Gmail that I forget to put that in. But we have info@gtechsuite.com.
Yeah, because in marketing, some people have reservation on things like that. Come on, is there anybody here? I'm surprised nobody's commenting. If you know the way I do webinar, I don't do webinar where people are looking at me. I like to hear response. How many of you are excited about this Dubai opportunity? Come on, type on the chat box so that I'm sure human beings are watching me and not robots.
It's not
We're,
robot.
we're in the days of robots now. So, and AI. Are there human beings here? If you're excited, if you have real human beings and you're excited about this Dubai opportunity, come on, tap. I'm excited. Now I can see human beings. That's what I'm talking about. That's how it works. Okay, so I want to thank all of you for coming for today's webinar. I know we're streaming on Facebook. We have a good number of viewers on Facebook. We have on YouTube. Funny enough, we have a lot of people watching us on Twitter, X, now they call it. So thank you all for watching. I will want to advise us to ask questions. I know some of our staff are also watching. So if you have questions that you know your investors will be asking you, please feel free to ask so that you have that question, and feel free to also get the link of this video on YouTube and share with your share it with
Yes.
your yes, with your investors, as these answers their questions in a very, very good way. Now, finally, I want to give a testimony that we've done a lot of businesses with Shoba developers. We, at least, I think, on a conservative, I think we could have done more than $10 million, if I'm correct, in terms of the various properties we've bought through Shoba. And I can testify that we have not had one single regret. There's none of our investors who is sad, who is complaining, who has an issue. Of course, we've done with one developer, our hands are burnt, and we're still on that case, but not with Shoba. So I can endorse Shoba any day, anytime. Yes, Mr. Joseph, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, I can also say to GTEx and the viewers, Shoba has delivered every project that GTEx brought to Shoba. There is no single client that has not received their property, even while they are still paying. So we need more people that we need to build their homes and make happy clients.
Absolutely.
Give us time. We need a sign.
And by the way, that's true, right? So we have a developer where we have 5 units now that has not been delivered. And of course, you know, the developer is pushing it between the developer and their staff. You know, the staff says the developer that refused to give us. The developer says the staff that stole the money. You know, we're in between who is who. But that didn't happen with Shoba. All our clients got their property, no issue, no story. And that's why for me, I'm proud of Shoba. I am happy to identify with them. We just closed a deal last week and more to come with Shoba. So we're bringing a lot more deals your way because you have treated our clients and our investors in a very, very good manner. So for us is people are investing, and you can be one of them, right? People, I think last week's investment is about a little over $500,000, right? The units the client went for. Is it?
Yes.
Am I correct? It's a little over $500,000. The
Heavy
units,
money.
eh?
$700,000.
$700,000.
Yes.
Aha.
So I
So
got it,
yeah,
700,000.
so $700,000 was closed last week. You can be one of such people as well, who can be a happy customer. I can assure you the client is happy. Shoba does things very, very well. Thank you once again for coming. We'll take your questions. I leave it to our MD CEO, Oga Madam.
Okay, thank you, my first Oga at the top, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Thank you so much, sir. And Mr. Joseph Emmanuel, thank you very much. Really, really appreciate your time, even the explanation. For me, there's nobody that's been to the showroom in Shoba that does not want to buy the property immediately, because you'll be more wow than the presentation that you have seen here today. But of course, for me to be saying this is because I've seen it. So if I did not see it, I'll not be talking about it. And that's also the main reason why our clients who actually bought last week purchased the property. So we want to say to everyone who have watched the video, I know people, they don't want to type, but I know some people would reach out to us immediately. I've seen my WhatsApp messages already coming in. And for those of you who actually have your investors as well who want to be a part of this, reach out to them, okay? And contact us, and we'll tell you how to go about it if you want to have your investor come in, and how you can, we have a presentation which you can give to them as well. And they can go through the property tour and check everything for themselves and invest in it. So, Mr. Joseph, thank you so much. For those of you, I think nobody has a question. One of the things we didn't mention here tonight is the fact that Shoba gives 50% of its profits back into charity. They put back 50% of what they make every year back into charity. And that goes a long way to talk about the character and the company as well at large, how much they are into building and developing and giving back to the community as well, and the country at large, not just the country in Dubai, even outside Dubai, how they ensure that they are giving back. And this is why God, of course, will continue to increase the company organization, any organization that does charity works and does it big time. Such organization never lacks. So, any question in the house this evening? Okay, I can't see any question here. But for those of you interested, you already know what to do. So reach out to us. And of course, we would secure your own unit today. So you can see our phone numbers. Some are dropped on the Zoom, on Facebook. So you can reach out to us. Our Instagram handle, Facebook is GTech Suite. WhatsApp lines are on the screen right now. You can reach out to us there. And for those who want to reach out to the bar line, it's +971 54 525 6122 +971 54 525 6122. So you can reach out to us via different lines. So thank you very much, everyone. Mr. Joseph, the final word you want to say, and we call it a night.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to the people. What is very important for me is people to start exploring opportunities outside, not limiting themselves. Because even while I'm here myself, I'm also looking at opportunities in different areas, not just in Dubai. I also look at opportunities that are in different sectors. So I have to tell this to everyone: if you don't take risk, opportunities will never come to you. It will come and it will pass you. So when you see a good opportunity, something that makes sense to you, and something that you know you can do it. The money in the bank you have cannot grow wings. It cannot grow for you if you don't put it to work. It's when you put your money to work, it will bring you the benefit of your money, and then it grows over time. So these things are very important for you to know, the economic aspect of growing your wealth. Okay. So, and the most secured investment you can have is in real estate. You can't go wrong in real estate. And when it comes to Dubai, it's a secured future for you, for your next generations. If you want to have consistent cash flow, rental, the forex issues will be gone for life. You won't have any forex problem anymore. You can open an account in Dubai. You can travel here anytime. In fact, when you want to travel, you travel from Dubai to anywhere in the world. It's no longer coming from where you're coming from, because you're a resident here. You're part of the investors, economic contributors in Dubai. So yes, these things are what you should know. We may not have the time to talk about so many things, but when you throw questions to us, we'll be able to respond appropriately to make you understand and give you clarity based on what you want. So yes, thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll get to hear from you, and then you start making those positive decisions and financial moves. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Emmanuel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Stephen. Thank you, GTEx Holdings. Thank you, all our viewers, our participants online on the webinar, Zoom, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank you all so much. For those of you who might have asked questions and we couldn't take it, apologies, but reach out to the numbers and we'll take your questions. And of course, secure your unit today, because the property that we just shared with you today, in less than 2 weeks, you'll hear sold out. So that's why you need to take that opportunity to secure your own property investment today. So thank you once again, everyone. Have a beautiful and a blessed and productive week ahead. And to Mr. Joseph, happy Iftar, happy holidays to you, and safe travels.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye, everyone. God bless you.